Hey friends, this is Jaylee Manseer from Jaylee Manseer Art. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a dogwood flower. So these are blooming everywhere right now in Virginia, and they're actually a Virginia state flower. And they come in really white or pink or shades of pink. Here's a pink one. My neighbors let me clip some from their tree. And the thing that is most people don't know is that these are not petals. So I don't want to say they come in with white or pink flowers, even though that is what people would say, but this is not the flower. These are actually called bracts, and they are modified leaves. And these little guys, these tiny, they look like little yellowish green balls in the middle, those are actually the flowers. So this isn't a dogwood flower. These are dogwood flowers. And some of these are male and some of them are female, and when they reproduce, they'll make red berries in the fall. Birds love to eat them. And I was reading that the roots of a dogwood are even medicinal, and Native Americans used to use them for treating all sorts of different illnesses, including malaria, or boil the roots for dyes. So they're useful trees, but the leaves decompose quickly in the fall, so it's good for soil too. So anyway, let's get started drawing this. I'm gonna show you some simple steps to drawing a dogwood flower. All right, so take your paper, and if you plan on adding watercolor to this later, I'd recommend using a thicker type of paper. This is just cardstock. It's not fancy watercolor paper, anything like that. It's just a thicker paper. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna tell you to do is about halfway, maybe even a little higher, make a circle, and you could do it about the size of a dime, and draw it very lightly, pencil very lightly, because this is going to get erased later. Let's see, I'm going to turn that on. All right, and then draw a light line here like you're drawing a cross through it. Okay, so these are going to be the 4 bracts, and that's it. If you can do this, you're going to be able to draw a dogwood, okay? So inside the circle, we're going to draw the flowers, the flower head, all these little circles. I didn't even count. I'm not sure how many they have, but just draw a bunch of circles, and that will look good. Then here, so for the bracts, we're gonna make, it's almost like it gets narrower down at the bottom. You can almost do like almost a question mark, but not too harsh. And then up here, we're gonna make this little U, okay? So same thing here. If it helps you to rotate it, then rotate it. Make the U, and make the U first if that helps. And come around to the flowers in the center. Make this little U up here. Curve around. Tuck into the center. Nope, these flowers are not perfect, so if your drawing's not perfect, that's even better, because I mean, I was noticing this first little guy cut. Look at that. You see his little petal? This one is a little bit deformed. So none of these are exactly perfect. So it looks more natural if it's not perfect. All right, now what else you could do is lightly draw, some of these lines. And these are parallel running lines on those bracts, but it's not a monocot. That's just how these modified leaves are growing to protect those flowers inside. When you look at the leaves, though, when you look closely at the leaves of the dogwood flower, you can see that, yeah, this is definitely deciduous monocot we're looking at. You can see the veins branch out from the center vein. All right, so there it is. There's your dogwood flower. Let's say I want to draw a leaf. This is what I'm talking about. You've got the center line, the center vein, and then these veins branching off of it like this. Like this. Now, since Easter is coming up and I celebrate Easter, I'm going to make this into kind of an Easter decoration. I'm going to make it into the shape of a cross. So if you want to do the same thing, what you can do is just, again, very lightly draw a line like this and like this. And this is going to get erased later, so you don't want to press really hard because it'll make it hard to erase. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make another, I'm just going to cover this cross with dogwood flowers, and I'm going to overlap. So that gives it a little more realistic look to you. You know, when you overlap and one item is behind another, it's kind of hiding, you don't see it all. So let's see. I'm just doing the same thing you did before. I rotated this one so that the cross is more like an X than a cross, you know, over here. All right, and then I'm gonna add some leaves. Put some here, maybe one here and one here. Those are my flower centers. So I'm just kind of spacing them out right now so I can see where I want them. All right, and then just get to work if you want to continue this lesson and fill in your circles in the middle. Make those bracts. Making this kind of quick and sketchy because I'm going to be going over mine with a Sharpie. And then I'm going to erase all the pencil marks. And you could do that too. But if you do that, or if you don't have a waterproof marker and you want to add watercolor, don't add marker until after you paint. Otherwise, you know, the water will make the marker, the black marker, bleed everywhere. And whoops. And you wouldn't want to do that to your picture. All right. All right, I'm not even going to go into the detail here because to save time, I'm just going to jump right over to tracing this with my Sharpie. All right, so here's my center dogwood. right, so I traced everything with my black Sharpie. This is waterproof, it's permanent marker. Now I'm ready to add some paint. And I also think, because there's so many little details in this, that colored pencil is a really good way to go too. So if you wanted to keep your flowers white and just add red or pink around these little like U marks at the ends, which legend has it, these are like little nail marks on the cross. But yeah, you could add that pink or red around that, and then you could do light green in the middle or yellow. You know, when they're in full bloom, they're gonna be yellow, just like a banana, like a ripe banana. Green at first and yellow when they're more mature. So I mean, the colored pencil is good for detail. If you wanted to color it like that, that would be pretty. I'm gonna use some watercolors, since I know a lot of you are interested in watercolors and it's just fun to paint. All right, so. Alright friends, so there it is. There's my cross. This one's a little bit smaller. I'm gonna cut this one out and just use it as kind of like a little card and send this to my mom, because I know she loves flowers. She loves dogwood flowers. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you do it, please show me your work. I'm loving seeing all of your cool pieces of art that you've done. All right, have a great day. Happy Easter, everyone.